A penny, a nickel, a real dime, boo. A nickel. Yeah. How you doing, miss? What's your name? Saw you from afar, had to come over and ask. No games, and I ain't the type of nigga to joke, but I saw you from 3 blocks away, baby, and I ain't need no scope. It's like you pulling and I'm tugging a rope. I see you fresh every day, lopes on, almost give me a stroke. It's like I'm high, did someone give me some coke, and then it's back to reality. Damn, let's go chill on the...
So, how many members was it in Goon SQuaD?
Me, Preach, Al Hayes, Shad, Cheeks, Big O, King Cooper. One time behind Cedar Ridge where I grew up at, they got the deli. They got a little deli, and they used to have like little go-go's back in the day. And it was deep out there. It was me, Los, Al, Preach, and it was some light-skinned dude. I forgot this nigga name, but he was cool with my man Los. He was a cool nigga too, but I can't remember his name. And niggas was faking, like Preach always the high head. What's up? But the niggas had a gun. Pulled the gun out, start shooting, we get to breaking, and we young. So after we realized we ain't hit, we laughing about it. And the light-skinned dude that I can't remember his name, he actually was like, yeah, man, we the Goon SQuaD. And, you know, after that day, we never seen him again. That's how we got that name. My man Lola know his name, though. He was cool, though. What is this nigga name? I can't remember.
That's crazy.
But the light-skinned guy that was cool with Los gave us the name. Or I say him and Los. Goon SQuaD.
That's crazy.
But you know, everybody had a Goon SQuaD, so we had never, if we would have blew up, we couldn't use it. Because Class had Goon SQuaD. Bumpy Johnson from Chicago, who Kanye West made him popular, had Goon SQuaD. You go to YouTube and type up Goon SQuaD, a lot of stuff will pop up. But I'm looking at my man Mike, so I gotta do this intermission real quick. Shout out to the champs, the Black Hawks. They just won the championship. What's the team y'all beat though?
Monarchs.
The Monarchs.
Prince William Monarchs.
Say that again.
Prince William Monarchs.
Prince William Monarchs. And the Black Hawks beat them. They was. I thought they was gonna beat y'all at first though, cause y'all defense was looking like God. But you know who liked that on y'all defense? Shout out to number 56.
Steve.
Shout out to number 19.
Gary.
Number 19, Gary. He showed me something because he caught a touchdown. They took it back, and y'all went right back to him and scored as I was leaving and stuff. And of course, shout out to my brother, my man Mike, Lola husband. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the best. So we can do that. Now I can give you to the. Oh, they gotta see the number though. Gotta hold that number. See, this is the type of stuff I gotta stack my bread. I gotta stack my bread and talk to the people that you gotta talk to and be like, man, how much money I'm trying to invest $10,000 in this league? What can we do better?
I say you buy the damn league.
How much you think the league would cost?
Believe it or not, it ain't that much. No bullshit. Anybody can start a league.
If that league, I'm talking about to oversee the league.
Yeah, the oversee.
If that shit was $10,000, I'd buy that
it's
league.
It's probably cheaper than that. No bullshit. I swear to you.
Cause I'm gonna be doing shit different. Niggas gotta be promoting it. Niggas gotta be, if y'all play the Monarchs, y'all gotta be talking shit.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? That way, we could really have games where it's deep. It's more than just this player's girlfriend.
Right.
You know, make it like an event, like how they do down Watts.
What's your favorite Goon SQuaD song?
Oh, let me address this because I know we on camera, and I'm in a rugged state. I try to take the little shit off because I had this shit on in the other interview. But I'm gonna get back to the blunt rap lifestyle. I'm just hurting, y'all. I can't put shit on because my hand, I only got one hand. I can't move this. So like I was just telling them, I don't even give a fuck no more. I'm gonna just slip whatever I can slip on and get gone. But favorite Goon SQuaD song, it can't be breaking down in categories. It just gotta be that one song.
Yeah, actually your one song and then break it down in categories.
My alright, the first favorite song is a song I made the beat. I sampled the Ronnie and Deborah Law song, Very Special. And my dreams and thing. So we always was trying to make it. We was like, we had a dream. We was like, man, we can't do this 9 to 5 right now. You know what I'm saying? We was basically saying we want to do what we want to do. So once I heard that, sampled that, and we called it Special Dreams. And Preach, my second favorite rapper after Tupac, who was in my group, my man Preach, his verse, I ain't gonna recite it right, I ain't in a clear head, but he broke it down. And then my man King Cooper was on that song, and I think I rapped last. And then at the end we just talking. It's a real heartfelt drink, Special Dreams.
Until he died, now with rage busting with my brothers down the ride. I talk to God while I'm watching for death. Have him close by just in case I'm losing my breath. On the other hand, I'm living with stars that kill bars and flow hard. Preach for sure.
And the
Categories. Okay, like when it comes to, like we had 2 popular little songs for females, because they used to listen to this song and then they'd call the number back. It was a song called A Dime, and it was a song called Pleasure and Pain that my man Young Eagle, he a local artist, shout out to FOE, my man Eagle. It really was his song, and he put me on it, and we was young rapping to the ladies. It was like pleasure and pain. I could show you what that means if you let me get you out of them jeans, and they was on it. You know what I'm saying? They used to be like, can y'all show me how that work in real life?
Pleasure and pain, I can show you what that means if you let me get you out of them jeans. Pleasure and pain, yeah baby, if you know what I mean. Open up, let me do my thing. Pleasure and pain, I can show you what.
And that's how that used to be. And the song A Dime was real heartfelt, because we was talking about our version of what we think a female would be a dime, so that was the ladies.
A penny, a nickel, a real dime, boo. A nickel. Yeah. How you doing, miss? What's your name? Saw you from afar, had to come over and ask, no games. And I ain't the type of nigga to joke, but I saw you from 3 blocks away, baby, and I ain't need no scope.
And then at that time, TeDDy was gone, so we had a song called Beef. It was real dark, addressing that issue, you know, people we had problems with in the streets. It really was like an outcry. We was hurting our best friend that just died, you get what I'm saying? So whatever we make our music, we rap from the heart. But it was just funny that song put us in danger, because we was really out there just slanging out CDs, not really knowing who hands it's going to get. Then we start getting people, because we had said something in the line, we had threw a shot at South Lawn. That's a particular area in Oxon Hill. And we had people from their neighborhood call us, threatening us. So we used to be nervous, because everybody knew Goon SQuaD out there selling our music. But we used to feel like people was coming up there taking, you know, like, that's how these niggas live. Whoa. You know, it was young. And at the end of the day, I promote peace. You know what I'm saying? We was just hurting. So anybody that was, we was putting people on the list by being guilty of association, even though they didn't have nothing specifically to do with TeDDy death. At that time, we was young and hurting. So if you cool with these niggas, we got to spank you.
Right.
And God put us in a situation where we was putting our soul at risk. And a particular person could have lost his life, but he didn't. And I never forget, we seen that particular person, and Preach was like, I ain't gonna say his name, but he was like, so-and-so. And the nigga, I know he knew it was up, and he came, and they just shook each other's hands and embraced. It's rarely promoted for beef to really be squashed genuinely.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And that song just had a lot of nigga attention. Shout out to the nigga Jamal Meeks, my homegirl Meeks, best friend, who was a for sure enemy back in the day, but at the same time he wasn't, you get what I'm saying? So I remember we was getting into it on the gram, because his best friend made me her MCM. So he said something comfortable, he said something out of line, but he already know how we get down for real. So it was like, what? But then you know, it was stupid, it was old, I'm trying to make it.
Right.
And then he a funny nigga though, because he was like, man, this feel like the East Coast versus the West Coast squashing it. That's how serious our life was on the line back then, dealing with street stuff. So all this stuff I'm going through now, with Mommy Red and all that, the other activity is not new. it's just like it keep going on. It's like a nightmare I can't get out of.
Hey nigga, this is me. Bitch nigga, sharp bread for beef. So when you see me, better vacate the streets. Nigga, this ain't a game. When I bang, I'm trying to fuck up your frame. I'm so insane when I'm clutching that thing. Call me Mr. Psycho on your rooftop, gripping the rifle, cause you knew. And my squad don't like you, so I got to leave him. Cause he ain't riding, call him Caesar, so they.
But, and as far as our uplifting song, we had a song called For the People. You know what I'm saying? That, see, we used to do stuff like this. We used to sell demos, and on one demo, we'd call it the Conscious CD, where it was just all our songs that was dealing with uplifting people, positivity, and then we have our regular songs where it could cater to the young. To me, we got more support from the people that heard the Conscious, and females, because they like that pleasure and pain, so they're called. But as far as networking, it'd be people that was like, yeah, I got your demo called For the People. We want y'all to perform here at the Diamond District. And it was just the positive.
I hold you down while the struggle gets tougher. Please don't ever give up, though times getting rougher. I'm stern at the older cats I grew up with. 27 still hustling, life's a bitch. Try and land on the fortune and keep that grip. Young children gotta witness they parents split. Turn on the radio, no one is teaching. Turn to the news, another body is leaking. Only 14 years old, the private's bleeding. Homeless people on the streets, and they still needing. Black males going to jail, they trying to send us to hell. A message to the.
What performance was you would say was Goon SQuaD's best performance, and what performance would you say was your worst?
Because we ain't really had that many, but two things that stood out. I remember, for y'all out there that do the open mic circuit, do y'all remember Bishop Twan and Dre All Day in the Paint used to host the drink at the Expo? It was like an upstairs, downstairs. That it used to be the Expo, and the drink was alright. So one day, we never really performed, but I used to have an attic when I first was building the studio, and Goon SQuaD was slipping. We was disconnecting. I had just did time and came home, and this is when Mommy reared my life. So of course she telling me, you know, what's up? You can't do this if they ain't gonna put in the work. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we all had our own lives, and at that time I felt like, and I'm just being honest, that I was putting more. I wasn't getting the support. So we was on the verge of just giving up, basically, as a group. Giving up as a group. And we did the show, and I thought shit was rekindled because we really was coming to our rehearsals. We was, and that's how I know when you train, it pays off. So we was working on our music, practicing, and I never forget, I think I told y'all this off camera. Remember I said it used to be a group out Landover? That Goon, or whatever. They had the crowd, y'all, like, that Goop song was a club little drink, even though I ain't hitting no dipper, but motherfuckers was really partying to it, and everybody in between that was some garbage, and then when we got on, you know, we got substance. I swear by the time we performed, it was nobody really paying attention, it was getting thin, but sometimes when people hear something that sound different, it just got deep, and I never forget that feeling that feels, any artist will tell you, it's almost like you feel high. Because after you do a good performance, your confidence feel great. Because it's hard to get in front of people, so that's the best. My worst, and I fucked this up. We had a show in, shout out to Jess J. She had a show. We was at this little club in New York called Brooklyn Nights. We went out there, we all size. Mommy Red was with me. Preach Parents was with him. Rashad's mother was there. My man O and his baby mother and her friends was there. We were deep. Matter of fact, my man Smoke was there, and I don't think we did the rehearsing that good. So we was discouraged because when we got to the place, it was really empty. So our parents and stuff was thinking that we going up there to do a performance because it was supposed to be A&R's there and this and that. And they was, you know, they get excited and not listening, but they was thinking, y'all about to go up there and get signed. You know what I'm saying? So they all gassed up. Right. And me and Preach really, man, I hope this shit ain't no shit. So when they got there, we was embarrassed because it's like we performed for our own family. So that right there took us out the group. I'm looking at Preach for confidence because you know me, I'm always the business one. It's like I'm the one who set up the show with nobody here.
Right.
So we up there performing with nobody in the crowd. And Career trying to embarrass me because she, I think on the Reddit was like, he talking to you, girl, because we performing the dime. And she going along trying to blow me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you guys say to me in the song and shit, and I do the little verse. But we performing for our own people. It was embarrassing. And then the next song, I forgot my lyrics. And I had to freestyle it. And I think I said the beat must have been so cranking that nobody ain't pick it up. I went from some, B, 5, 4, A, C. I said, man, I'm fucked. So that was the worst.
Damn.
They had the best chicken quesadillas though at Brooklyn Heights. That's the best. And one thing I like about that little part of New York is like everybody was walking up, packets of academic up there. It's just niggas walking around all day, sour diesel. OG good. I'm just saying, all day niggas is just walking around. And my man Rashad, one thing anybody know about Rashad, he's willing to walk a mile to get his weed. He's not going to be without weed. So we ran out of weed because niggas want to be selfish and keep hitting all the weed on the way and then don't got no weed. So he was determined. And we found this dude, gave us some purple. Yeah. I think that's when I used to have Goon SQuaD TV, and I deleted all those episodes, but I wish I kept it because I still had the New York shit. Yeah, so that was the worst experience, but it was like the best experience. That's when Mommy Rhea got real close with my Aunt Loretta, which is Rashad's mother, and my Aunt Jerry, she's like a second mother, which is Preach mother. That's really like my other mother. I can't even call her Aunt Jerry. And we all rode in the car back with them, and yeah, I remember Big Brown was there with his ex and stuff, and I remember Miss Jerry was telling Career, she was like, no, I can't put this in camera because she married now. I can't have Miss Jerry pissed off at me, but they was bonding. Miss Jerry and Mommy Rhea was real close and shit. Yep.
That's what's up. How did you meet the members of Goon SQuaD? Well, the main members of Goon SQuaD. How'd y'all meet?
Preach and Cheeks are brothers. Me and Preach been best friend. Oh, Cheeks and Preach. Cheeks is like an offspring member, not a main member, but offspring. His little brother, and Preach cousin Rashad is a main member, and their other cousin King Cooper. Shout out to Rachel. King Cooper was an offspring member. So, and me and Preach was best friends since 10. You know what I'm saying? Me and Preach was in, I remember him from kindergarten, but we wasn't, I used to just feel like he looked like me. And then I left, he stayed at Hillcrest, I went to Panorama. 3rd grade, I used to mess with this girl named Courtney Bennett Knight. She was like the popular girl. In elementary, we had to have Courtney Bennett Knight, so it was my turn. And I was her boyfriend, but Preach was the new guy. And this nigga had the same outfit. We had a jean outfit. You remember the 8-ball shit? You got the jeans with the 8-ball.
With the 8-ball.
This nigga had the same outfit. And when he seen me, he started smiling because he remembered my face from Hillcrest. Like he was happy to see me, even though we never talked in kindergarten. And I was mad because my girls and them was like, he cute. My girl was saying he cute. So I'm jealous. You know what I'm saying? So this how I knew Preach had heart and wasn't to be fucked with. So we in 3rd grade, we in the lunch line. Remember you got the lunch line? So I fake got in front of him, like I bust in front of him. So he looked at me and bust right in front of me again. And I was like, you know what, this nigga ain't to be fucked with. And he was the one who beat up the or stood up to the school bully, Rhodey. Preach. So Preach always had that warrior heart. 3rd grade, when you got career day, Preach came as a boxer. That was his first thing. We all thought he was going to be a great boxer. He went to the Silver Gloves tournament, and was beating the dude in the championship, but he got soft tissue, so they couldn't stop. He was winning the fight, but they couldn't stop his nose from bleeding, so they got to stop it. And the Platinum Glove tournament, Preach was great. Preach then gave us hood classes. Shout out to the other Rashad from Indian Queen who box now. And you remember back in the day, you and Donnell brought Rashad to our neighborhood, and Preach got out on you. Shout out to my man Shad. So I met Preach. We've been best friends since 10. And then as I grew older, I lived around Cedar Ridge where I met my man Los. And Preach went to Thurgood where he met Al. So I brought Los to the table. He brought Al. And we all got to be around each other at the same time at 16. And they went to school with TeDDy. So every weekend we all was together. And Preach brought Omar to, because Omar lived around, Big O lived around Forest Hills. And he was another one with Hot, where Preach just wanted me to meet him fast.
Right.
It's like, Steph, you gotta meet him. We need him on the team, and you know he doing time. He'll be home soon. I know he heard about the news because they've been telling me, but I be having to let get his space, get his head to go. Yeah. So that's how we met.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. Shout out to my man Nate, because he the one who, when I left Panorama, I had to go to Militant Valley. I was hurt because I was the man in Panorama and I wasn't the man in Militant Valley. And my man Nate, shout out to Nate and Dominique McCray, everybody. Nate was the one I used to talk to Nate on the phone, and he was like, yeah, I got Brian's number or whatever. And he had gave me his number. I remember Preach number at 10 years old, 301-630-3750. Nate gave me the number. I called him. Me and him was best friends ever since 10 years old. Used to always go over there. His mother treat me like a son. She'd be at work. We was mature. Like, we'd be 10 years old. Well, they can't get in trouble now. We'd be in the house by ourselves, taking care of ourselves and stuff. I used to love going on there. And we'd walk up to Shoe Guard, play basketball. Yeah, so that's how me and Preach met each other.
Dad, that's a great story.
That's my mind.
Dang, friendships don't be lasting that long in these times.
We real unique souls. We done been through everything together. Like, I'm telling you, like, we got great memories since 10 years old. Yeah. And the thing about it, he was just as intelligent at 10 like he is now. I swear. This nigga used to collect rocks and could name the rock. I'm like, man, I ain't, but let's play prime time. He talking to me about rocks, and he was in tune with animals. That nigga, I learned a lot from him, for real, for real.
He's sharp.
Yeah, that's the great Preach.
That's what's up.
Yep.
So, how did your friend TeDDy, how did he get killed? What happened?
So basically, one of our friends, he wasn't a Goon Squad member, but he definitely could have been back then. He was another offspring. I forgot about him. My man Freaky O. Shout out to Oscar. Shout out to T.O. Shout out to Young Ron Boss. And Freaky O, at that time we were 19. We were 19. It was 2005. And that's when Oxon Hill was devastated because I believe a year before. I don't know if y'all remember this case, do y'all, because y'all a little younger. You remember a long time ago, a guy, when people used to do the go-go's, a guy got killed over giving a girl a Slurpee. It was like a real popular story.
I think I heard that.
He from Oxon Hill. He from Park Forest or Forest Heights. They call him Block. I ain't really know Block personally, but Oxon Hill love him to this day. And he got killed over some incident with some people from Suitland over buying one of the dudes, girl or ex-girl, a Slurpee. It was like some real fluke shit. It's a lot of different stories on the streets because some of the stories allegedly, like, they was just, he didn't mean for the dude to get hit because it was something like the car hit him. Like he was fighting, then the car hit him or something. But I don't know the story, so I ain't gonna quote it. But he was great in Oxon Hill. Rest in peace, Block. And he knew we ain't like to go to the go-go's. We ain't like that scenery, and that's when they used to have the neon.
Oh yeah.
Out Clinton. And Freaky O, he the funny one. Slick talker, always want to talk to the females. He was like, come on, Steph, come on, man. For my birthday though, man, block death date and my birthday or some shit like that. Block birthday and his birthday. And once he did it, he knew how to attack me because he knew if I go, Goon Squad going. So I told him, I was like, all right, man, we gonna go. So when we went, we really was having a good time for real, because it was some niggas in Oxon Hill that we really didn't like or didn't like how they moved, but everybody was partying on one accord. And you know how they say one fucked up apple? So Casman or Cashmere, whatever the name is, she's one of those females at the young age. I don't know how she is now, so let me not disrespect her, but back then she was the type of female that I guess she will be with the popular crowd. So sometimes that'll make people run their mouth or feel like they gotta. So my man Lamont, shout out to Lamont, he accidentally bumped her. And you know me, I already had something to prove that day, because I told him I ain't go to that school, but I hear the stuff that Preach was telling me about Oxon Hill, so I'm already a hothead. I'm like, man, anybody ain't, because we was deep back in the day. We used to be Goon SQuaD, and then our group called D Block, who Freaky O was with, and all together we be 15, 16 deep. And I'm like, whoever faking this drink today, we gonna get it, but we end up being cool. But when I heard that, I heard Lamont tell Casman or Cashmere, whoever, I heard him tell her, damn, it ain't that serious. We all in here partying. I'm sorry. And she was like, yeah, you better watch what you want before I had your ass in here leaking. So we like, why? So once I heard it, I never forget. I wish I would have listened though, because Preach looked me in my eyes and said, Step, I got it. I know how she is, bro. Chill. And I said, nah. So I looked at her, I said, what you mean you would have my man in here leaking? Because I smacked the shit out of you. And none of these niggas gonna do nothing. And then it was like the music just stopped. Because these niggas that got their reputation. So they looking like, oh shit. So it was a dude, Josh, Buck Teeth Josh. He had to be the one. How about there? You know what I'm saying? So he came up to me and was like, hey, Slim, faking though. You know what I'm saying? Like really, you could just tell it was an act. You know what I'm saying? Slim, you really want you done. And he went like he about to put his hands on my neck. The whole time I see TeDDy behind him biting his nails. Like, if this nigga touch him. And once he came and it might have just dabbed my neck, TeDDy just mopped him up. But it was a fight. That's all. It was just a fight.
Right.
You lost. You know what I'm saying? And we all got pushed out of the club. Also Josh, the nigga who got whooped by TeDDy. And this is why it's so funny how niggas fake. I remember what he said to us when we got pushed out the drink. Yeah, man, what is all this for? What the fuck happened? You know how niggas play stupid?
Right.
What, they put us up, what happened, bro? And we like, nigga, you know what the fuck just happened. You want to act, oh, we cool now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, we ain't use our head. You know, we kept going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? You already know situations lead to other situations that lead to other situations that lead to other situations. So, you know what I'm saying? And it was funny, one of the last things TeDDy said to me before his demise, I used to work for Prospect during that time, and we all were supposed to go to Oxon Hill to fight some particular dudes or whatever, and I couldn't go. I had to do overtime, but at the time I used to deal with this girl named Brittany, Misfortune, you know what I'm saying, and they must have got out on the dudes. I'm talking about our people. We was fighting them, just fighting. And the police officer, Shanks, had hit Preach. That's why if you really look at Preach's mouth, his lip fucked up because he hit him in the joint with the nightstick because of the fight. You know, and Brittany and another girl from Forsyth named Brittany, they both called me on three-way crying, talking about, Preach got hit with the whoop and blase. I go looking for them, and this when Brittany was supposed to be my girl, and I was supposed to see her that day, but she called me to go check on Preach. As I'm going down 7th Avenue, I see her walking up the street with her ex.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no thing. I'm just saying it was a learning. She hurt me at 18. But then they got out, and then I had all my shoes in TeDDy car, so he came to my apartment, and I remember I was like, man, y'all beat them niggas? He was like, yeah, bro, we crushed these niggas, woo, woo. And then that nigga looked me in his eyes and said, but I ain't trying to die for this shit. I ain't trying to lose my life over this shit. I remember he said that. You know what I'm saying? And I just mentioned that to say people gotta wise up. You know what I'm saying? Preach told me he got it. Chill.
Right.
My pride got the best of me, and I'm talking to a female, whether she was stupid or not. She's a female. Let her run her mouth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that situation could have easily been avoided and TeDDy could still be here. If I didn't let my pride bother me. So that's what I'm learning.
They know they're not gonna win. This
Stuff
is a fight you won't win. We going hard.
That's my best friend Lola, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's and let me clear something up real quick. And see, I don't know if I should bring this up because it's like I'm being so real that people not taking it the right way. But I'm gonna just say this. My mom had hit me the other day and was like, I'm gonna just say somebody close to career asked her, can I take the video down when I was like, how I met Mommy Red? And I'm like, for what? What type of evil shit is that? And she was like, because I'm laying across a female bed. I was on my bed and I was getting the interview from my best friend who's asking me about Mommy Red because she knows that Mommy Red was great and she know that she was great to me. So it's nothing disrespectful about that. Just because she a female, it's I can't talk to a female now. Her husband is right here. I'm looking at her husband. So I'm basically just saying, I know what I'm doing. I never disrespect Mommy Red publicly. I'm going to be truthful. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let it be known our story.
Yeah,
I
because
wasn't
it's a great
perfect.
story.
Yeah, it was, man, I used to say some hurtful stuff to Mommy Red. And she used to say some hurtful stuff to me.
Right.
It's all love. It's life. So I just wanted to be clear. When I mention Mommy Red, I'm not mentioning it to please you, to please this one, to please that. I know what type of bond and relationship I had with her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people, it's not about what they want all the time. I'm admitting that I know I made mistakes with career. You did too. I love you. I love when it's gone. So instead of trying to conjure up some type of negative energy towards me, you gotta love me. I'm hurting just like y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I'm choosing to communicate with y'all through the media to let y'all know it's real. You get what I'm saying? I'm willing to say it. And that person know who I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically saying, come on, man, don't let Satan win like that. I had no control over this incident. I know you hurting. I'm hurting too. I didn't wake up this morning thinking that, you know, we all make mistakes. Yeah, I probably was living this blunt rap lifestyle that can bring certain things. But Mommy Red really was riding with me to the end. It just is what it is. And I'm riding with her to this day. That's why I got to speak on her. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to put that out there real quick.
Yeah, we got to keep speaking on her. We're going to keep her
I
alive.
felt like I knew Satan was going to do this pretty soon. I just feel like certain people could feel like I'm getting a lot of love since this shit happened, which is nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? People praying for me is what still got me here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, their prayers can't equal up to God taking career. It just is what it is.
Right.
I'm suffering on earth. I believe she with God, so she's straight. We need to be straight. You know what I'm saying? We got, come on, man. I'm repping for her, y'all. I'm not gonna let y'all down. Trust me.
Right.
Mommy Red already a legend. You met her once, right?
Yeah.
What was your impression when you met her?
She was great. Intelligent. She was just a good spirit. She was fun to be around. She was so...
And I pressed the issue for y'all to meet each other because she was reluctant at first because she was insecure of what I probably have told. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And I always told Mommy Red, none of that shit. You know, I'm about being truthful, so stop viewing it like that.
Yeah, and she actually gave me some good advice.
You know, you got comfortable.
Yeah, she got comfortable. We got to talking, and she gave me some really good advice. And by the time we was leaving, we was like, man, well, we gotta see each other again, man. You know, and that was the last time that I talked to her. But from that one time, it was a great experience. Yeah.
So I think sometimes people expect you to be like I can't lay down out here. I I can't even let this situation. It'd be unfair to her. She got a daughter out here, so you think I'm gonna lay down and go to sleep? It's the end because mommy real gone. Nah, I'm hurting. I'm to the maximum hurt, but got to keep fighting.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Ray Leonard got his eye detached from the shit. Tommy Hearns put a whooping on him, but Sugar Ray, he was fighting to win. You know what I'm saying? I got that Sugar Ray Leonard in me. You know what I'm saying? We can't let Satan win at the end of the day. And, you know, but we can go into the interview. I just had to say that.
Okay. If you could tell Teddy anything, what would you want him to know?
It's simple for real, but he already know it. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. I ain't even gonna make it deep. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Teddy, man. See, me and Teddy I always was the one, back in the day, I played too much. I was the one getting on people's nerves, play too much, Joan, do this. So me and Teddy used to always get into it to the point I remember we was in Forest Hills in Preach Mother House when she used to live around there. Me and him got into it about something, and we was like fake going to the body, but we really was fighting for real, for real. I don't know if I grabbed the broom. Oh yeah, I think I grabbed because he was getting serious, and I grabbed the broomstick and started hitting him with the drink, and then we laughed it off and stuff. But it was like we knew we was serious with each other. He was trying to release some frustration. Then the night of Al, Big N, and Preach prom, 04, they graduated in 04. They had prom. The day before we was with the gloves. Preach really was whooping everybody for real. You know what I'm saying? I made sure I dodged him. But I fought Teddy, and we was fighting all serious. He was really trying to hit my ass. And after that, we really just got even more closer. Because I remember another thing he said that stood out to me. Even though I view Benita as a sister, but Teddy had told me one time, he was like, bruh, if I had to choose any man to be with my sister, I wanted to be you. And I'm like, bruh, you see what we're doing? What are you talking about? It's some females in the back right now, you know what I'm saying? But believe it or not, it touched me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that even though Benita, you ugly, I'm playing, that's how we play. She beautiful. She beautiful, but she ugly. But she never believed this story too. But I don't be trying to, when I tell her that story, I don't tell her that to be arrogant or I'm telling her that to let her know that touched me, that your brother would say that.
Right.
I'm trying to let her see the bigger picture. Like that, it touched me for him to say that. You know,
right.
That's a responsibility that even though I would never be with Benita in that sense, even when we get, I love her, you know what I'm saying? I wish her the best. That's Teddy's sister. But if I had to tell him something, man, if he really, basically, I would want to tell him that Goon Squad collectively represented you well, bruh. You know what I'm saying? We put you all in our music, Teddy. You know, we talking about you on the songs. We shouting you out. We gave back to the youth. We learned from your death, so we made songs to try to tell people what type of situations to avoid, to not have to go through that. So you definitely inspired a lot of people out here, Teddy. Like on the Goon Squad cover, shout out to my man Mink on the back, bro. He got you sitting on the big chair, bro. You know what I'm saying? You sitting on the big chair, my man Teddy. We still cool with Trina and Ashley. You know, I haven't seen them in years, but when we see them, it's all love. Your ex-girlfriend Shawnee's still out here. She got a son now. Shawnee, little eyed out here too, Teddy. And that's you. That's Teddy, Shawnee. So, what else I like to tell? Your sister Dawn, look, y'all. She miss you, bruh. She love you. You know what I'm saying? She love you to the point that your demise kind of messed her up with us. You know, but, you know, sometimes she want to blame us and stuff. But it's just because she hurt for real. She love us at the end of the day. Of course, you know you up there with your grandfather, so you already know that. But your grandmother's still out here being strong. Grandma doing all right. She cool. Haven't talked to your mom. Who else Teddy used to want to know about? Oh, guess what, Teddy? Guess what, my nigga? Al ain't been with Mel for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? You know, we used to always get on Al when he had mail. And shout out to my man Hayes. But yeah, I just want to tell TeDDy, man, he missed. We still love him. We was riding for you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? We made our enemies bow, cuz, like, off of your name. And the real bow, we made them understand. You know what I'm saying? It's you know you great when your enemy got to acknowledge that you great. You know what I'm saying? So we was riding for you for real. That's what I tell TeDDy. Was all the questions?
What would you tell Mommy Rita?
I ain't ready to talk to her this song.
You ain't ready to talk to her?
I got a lot to clean up in my life. You get what I'm saying? Next time I talk to Mommy Rita, I want to have some shit in place with Lola.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And right now, that situation
Definitely.
kind of funky. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not really supposed to be around her right now, so. But she, you know, I'm going to pray to God on some things. Because they say, you shall ask, you shall receive.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm still filthy to a certain extent. I'm still filthy. I don't want to talk to Mommy Rita in this state.
Well, she's truly missed. She's truly missed.
Yeah, she's great. You know what I'm saying? She's the legend.
Yeah, and the archives.
You know, the other day, you know, everybody had their little times where they be like, if I ever won a BET award, and I was just practicing my speech, it was going to be all Mommy Rita. But then I realized I don't want to fuck with the BET shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like a mix. It's like, damn, I might have to make a karma song. Make a karma song just so I can win the BET award and shout out Mommy Rita and my man TeDDy and shit. But nah, she don't want to see me right now, you know?
Yeah.
She don't like being around me when I'm being weak, crying about my hand and all. She tell me to cut that shit out. So she don't want to see me right now. I'm crying too much. You know what I'm saying? But I think I know what she'd say if she did see me though. I told you. Supposed to appreciate me while I'm here. I told your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? You hurting because you made certain decisions. You in this blunt rap lifestyle. I've been told you you were great enough to not have to keep depending on that. You could have did that. I told you. But I'm going to be here waiting for you. You better make sure you do what you need to do to get to heaven. Like because you got to keep your promise in that song called Sip on Something. When I had told her, we both got to make it to heaven so I could see her face forever. Like I say that on the song. Like that. So I believe she's what she's supposed to be. I got the challenge, so it's hard. I got to make sure I got to get there.
Right.
Like how Damila say on the Hollywood, gonna get there.
Yeah, that's my joint.
Getting rougher, I'm staring at the older cats I grew up with. 27, still hustling, life's a bitch. Trying to land on the fortune and keep that grip. Young children gotta witness they parents split. Turn on the radio, no one is teaching. Turn to the news, another body is leaking. Only 14 years old, her private's bleeding. Homeless people on the streets, and they still needing. Black males going to jail, they trying to send us to hell. A message to the whites, we trying to make it as well. Black folks ain't together, it ain't hard to tell. We need to stop killing each other, we all as brothers. Give honor to our fathers, respect our mothers. My words is lethal, I spit it for the people.
If you missed the beginning and catch the sequel, spitting crack on the streets, why it's for the people. If you missed the beginning and catch the sequel, spitting crack on the streets, why it's for the people. If you missed the beginning and catch the sequel, spitting crack on the streets, why it's for the people. If you missed the beginning and catch the sequel, spitting crack on the streets, why it's for the people.
I know why, the pen and pad is my way by. Shed tears often so I make the song cry. The world on fire, who gon' save it? God made the world and for the world he gon' take it. Preach on the move with the goons, they gon' make it. Problems gon' come our way, but we gon' shake it. Whites is racist, death for blacks is courageous. Martin Luther King and Malcolm was the bravest. Who betrays us, signing on them papers? Young black males getting killed and they blame us. Hope to be famous with money, riches and power. Have enough money to know who blew the Twin Towers. Hate cowards, but hope for the peace. Used to swing with my hands, now I shoot with the heat. Nigga, think you could creep away from the reaper. Pray for the Lord and for the Lord to keep you.
bitch.
If you missed the beginning and catch the sequel, spitting crack on the streets, why? It's for the people. If you missed the beginning and catch the sequel, spitting crack on the streets, why? It's for the people. If you missed the beginning and catch the sequel, spitting crack on the streets, why? It's for the people. If you missed the beginning and catch the sequel, spitting crack on the streets, why? It's for the people.
For the people, every day I write, recording great promise to this precious life. No one was perfect except Jesus Christ. So stop pointing fingers and take the blame. Older men rape little girls, put us to shame. Some sell souls just to taste that fame. If you playing with guns, don't treat it like a game. There's animals in the streets and they can't be tamed. Step told y'all this, listen to Curry on, but y'all ain't want to listen, and now you know. Niggas slit throats for short shit though. Females impressed by the flies' codes. Every girl to give it up don't mean they a hoe. You need to watch what you value, your man gets sour. Friends turn foes, fell apart like the towers. I speak the truth, separated from the liars.
If you missed the beginning and catch the sequel, spitting crack on the streets, why? It's for the people. If you missed the beginning and catch the sequel, spitting crack on the streets, why? It's for the people. If you missed the beginning and catch the sequel, spitting crack on the streets, why? It's for the people. If you missed the beginning and catch the sequel, spitting crack on the streets, why? It's for the people.